Good morning, everyone. I'm Nazir, instructor FIBA WBC. The theme of today is the pick and roll defense. For now, we're gonna show about some situation for the pick and roll and some example about for the defense. Para o povo da língua portuguesa, o meu muito bom dia a todos vocês. The use for the pick and roll offense defense. In the offense, attacks on the creates multiple option. Outside shot, penetration, and the painted zone, pass the window for the pick and roll, and sometimes we use for pick and roll and the pick and pop for some strategy. In the offense, sometimes we have some the pass for the perimeter and to find some free on the help side. We know in the zones for the attack we have and the defense we have for in the side zone and the help zone. This is many coaches, Mario, he is defending for these situations. About for the defense, this is our time today. We have a multiple defense against for the pick and roll. In the world, on this oldest the country, we beat and sometimes we aiming for the different situation for defense for the pick and roll. Dusko Ivanovic, the coaches in the long time, he have one of many experience, is defending for some articles for the, and we say in 9th edition of the FIBA assist, we try about some examples if you defend this. As a general rules to defend for the pick and roll, we have many requirements. The players must have the good view and the field. And sometimes we have to know about for the where's the offense and the defenses play in the position. Being aggressive, and this is decided for defense successful auxiliary. Sometimes we depend for the less of the specific static usage. How we go to the defense, more the players work in the team. And we know this, if you have the aggressive teams, we must to put some extra different many situations for the defense and the many situations of the man-to-man, and this is the pick and roll offense. Your individual defense capability. Defense fundamentals to force to attack for the reaction, good timing and efficient movement. Defense communication. This is important situation. If we have the good communication, we have 15% to agree so the good defense. Peripheral vision for the sometimes in the courts is important to bring for the many situations in the offense for the another team. There are many ways to defend to the pick and roll and the social for teams. Often defend for the situation differently, based on the way in the all courts on the some fields which can to in the perimeter zone. Sometimes in the middle of on the side zones. Also, it's important to know who was the offense players involved. How was the quality? How was this strongest? And sometimes we need to know who is the limitation in the offense. We use some terminology in the walls and the many counters in the counters and some coaches you have many different terminology. We have some the example about for the if we have this quick and strong walls like colors, for example, many coaches use for the different colors to improve for defense and some strategies. I think so. This is important because it's the quick on the strong words, like example, red, green, black, ice, some flat in the some moments for the nail, sag, etc. And if you have a decision to give some designer names, it's possible. This is some situation for many coaches, and all these countries have the different names to react for the offense in our defense. Today we bring this defense and the rack space diagram for the business of the observations. And we have some, for example, for defense for the pick and roll is all the middle court or the side courts, like a over defense, under defense, hard show defense, a trap defense, and the switch defense. This is some example we today to discuss about for the pick and roll defense. Sorry. There are some, excuse me, some diagrams for the example. We have some in the different arms. This is my my example for today about for the defending arms. We know for this is attack. Many teams use for in the attack for the horns, but today we bring for this example about for the horns on the sitting. For to offense static, which plays in the high post, and plays for the elbow, like a elbow for these situations. For the elbow, two players in the offense, that's the strong players, it's like pivot post. And sometimes we use for the elbow extended. It's come to the perimeter or it's come to the out for the pop out. It's dependent for the offense. We'll start for the screen for the dribble. It is shame to not force for the dribble. The difference for the player, that this is the example we try today, is the one in the offense. We take for the aggressive and the force for the dribble to change for direction. We're not forcing for the we not force for the dribble in any way, but we close in the middle to change for direction. We have some the left on the right is dependent for the quality of our defense. And sometimes we prior to teams using for the head for the screen. We may continue about from this situation for her. This is example we have for we start for the pick and roll and go inside. We need to improve for the one is come to close for the one in the offense. We must using for the situation of defenders for the, like example for the particular to affect the moving to the show that they want to say that in the comes to deal for not moving in the dark direction, like this. This is example. This used for the force for the scream and the fall. This is important to reaction for our X1 for in defense. If you're going to use for the scream for the fall, it's come inside for the point zone. We change the position. We have those the 5 X5 to close then, and some this fall is come to the 5. But we have the control for this the first guy in the position for defense for the offense one. This may for the leave for the open, the elbow in this situation. That is the prevalence to the profiles to the fall, getting the open, and sometimes it go to for the zone on the basket to close in the area. We continue for the same diagram, but we talk about for the switch and defense. This the 5 come to close for the high in the zone in the pinton zone to close for the 4, and the 4 it go to the for the 5, and we must change the situation for the high posts, and we control in defense for the players in the one in the ball. That is the situation for the in the middle zone, and the two big guys in the start for the offense in the horns attack. Now we play in defense some the strategy. This example, we continue for the horns attacks. If one is a good perimeter shooter, the X1 will go to the over to scream. We know is if the one is good perimeter shooters, we must careful and in defense. We need to over to close in the over, because we don't have to give some opportunities to jump shot or the one by one in the our area, and we close for the over for the scream if the one is a good perimeter shooter. Now it's the same situation, but if the one is not a good perimeter shooter, we use for the under. This is a strategy. This is some examples, because we have too much situation on defense. Many coaches prefer all the different situation, but we use for the example today about for the if the one is not a good perimeter shooter, the X1 will go to the under for the screen, because it's not give to the danger in the offense. We must control, and we start for the car about for the big guys on the screen, and we have the help for the big guys in the defense, like X4 is closer for the 4, and it's come to help. It come to the help, and must return to stay in the position, in the flat position. Look at this in the perimeter. This is a situation for the about for the side pick and roll. We know this is possible to many teams to use for the pick and roll offense in the middle court and the side courts. And in these situations, you have to the side pick and roll. Often we play in the pick and roll while also even in the high post. This may occur to the horns, like for example, is come to the to flat for the move for the defense, and like is the one it passed for the 2, and now we have for the side pick and roll offense. And this may occur for the horns when the ball is passed for the high post, or high post give for the perimeter shooter who pass to back to perimeter and follow that pass for the screen. This is a situation if we close for the X5 on the 2, the 5 is come to the screen in the side, and the 2 it close for the sideline, because it's you not give the space for the 2 it go to the basket. We close, and we must stay in the hub. If we have now the rotation, if the 5 come inside for the pointer zone, we start for the rotation. The X5 it come to the 5, and the 3 come to the. This is a situation of 3 is the key of defense. It comes to the zone pointer to control for the split line, so split line, and to control for the player is 3 player in the corner. When we come to use for the perimeter vision. We continue for the same situation for the side pick and roll. The ball defender for the X2. You know that we talk about for the last slide. The two defenders for the move for the force for the ball handle is not go for the directly for the basket, but we need to move for the forcing the ball handle for the direction. These situations we have the X1 to come for the help in the middle, the four X4 it come to the to change for the our position and give to force to the close for the 5, and the 3 X3 it come to the split line zone to control for the 3 and the 4 in the sum for the use for the parabol vision. And they must stop the ball handle for the dribbling away from the screen. This is we continue on the bars line, is not have the space to go for the basket. This is it. Now we talk about for rotation is again the screen defender for the move in vertical. We know this is in the vertical downs, and to pressure for the dribbling, the other defense to sag. This is the four come to the help for the 5 X5 for the 3. We talk about in the two last slides, but we need to continue. The X1 it come for the midline to improve for the sag situation in the key. This is important because it's if the 2 is come to the middle, is the X2 is not have the timing to close them. We have the X1 to in the position and sag position to start for the first help. And sometimes we have to the high post defender for the move to the low split. This is a low split because it's the X4. It come to the middle and close for the 5. And is go to this low split and read to defend. Is the screen if they the guy cut to the basket. Look this situation. If the cut for the basket, X1 we go to the rotation in the side in the side courses for the middle to continue for the split line. Rotation for down to the help pressure. The high post and the 3 X3 also sags in the key. This is the position for the X3 in the key of defense. To control for the split line, to control for the offense 3 and the 4. This we have on in the middle to use for the parabol vision to control if the cut is cut for the basket, or you have for the skip pass for the for 3. We need to recover again for the 3 is come to the 3 and the 4 come to middle, and we go to the rotation for the 1 in the middle, and the X2 it come for the sags. Is different situation for the X4. Now, if the 2 it pass for the 1, we give the most rotation in the same times. We have the situation. The X2 it closed for the side is it close for the possibility to it go to the basket, and the 5 is come to the for the sprint for the recover for the 5. We have done this situation. The X4 is not open the space if the X5 it come to the help in the pointed zone to control for the 5. But in this situation, in the last slide, we know and we see for the X1 in the split line to control for the 1, and to give the good position in the sag position to start for the first guy if the 2 it come to the middle in the penetration is the first help to close. But in this situation, the 2 is forcing to 2 is come for the middle, the 2 pass for the 1, and we have the same situation in the rotation. The one come again to close for the one, the four, the x4 come to the four, the five, the x5 is quicker to sprint after the ball is come for the one, is quicker for the sprint for the close for the five, and the three come again to close for three. This example, we need to x3 to close for the three, because it's the zone offense. If the three is a good perimeter shooter, we must close for the line. And if we don't close for the line in the before situation, if the ball is not here, if the pass is in the head to go to the three, the must take this three to go for the closer for the three. And we know this, if the ball is passed from the wing, the players will return for the hair, only the players. X4 may exit. He goes to X4 to exit because he must control for the five. If he come too quickly for the four, I believe the one is possible to have the good opportunity to pass for the foul, like use for the help ball, or there's a pass for the in the middle for the five. Now is the situations for the we continue for the side pick and roll, but is the alternative if the five and the two, the x5 and the x2, to switch in this situation. If the two is closer, you don't have the space to go for the basket, we have to switch for the five. This is situation if the two is starts for the driver in the middle, we have to switch for the x5 to come to the two, and we have the x4 in the position for the seg position. You stay in the split line and in the control for the seg position to start for the, if the two is come to the for the middle, we have to the first help, and the x1 he control for the one for the vision, for the parallel vision to control is I think so he supposed to return for the to return for the perimeter to control. But this situation we have the x5 to close for the two, and we have the x2 to control for the five. Now if in the five we continue for the in perimeter, I believe is not a danger for the our defense, because we have now in the mismatch situation in the x2 and the 5. We know is the 5 is the big guy, is the high post. We suppose it for the many teams to have for the shooting perimeters is not the high guys, and we have this situation on perimeter and the mismatch situation. But if the 5 is continue in the perimeter, is not a danger, and we continue for the rotation. The 2 is come to close and the use for the bump. You must forcing the 5. You don't have the good position to cut for the pointed zone. Now we continue for the show for the example in the rotation. Now we have this situation. 2 in the ball. We have the x5 to control in the closet in the perimeter, and the 2 we start to the close for the 5. We talk about for the mismatch situation, but now we have the different moments. The 5 he cut for the pointed zone. It's close for the basket. Now in this situation and this position for the 5 is danger for the defense. Now in the quickly we have the x5 to control for the 2 in the ball, and the x1 he control for the 1 in the perimeter. But now we have to decision. This 4 in good position for the key is the key for our defense, because it start and stay in the split line. If he know for the the 5 is cut for the point zone, is immediately is go to the to close for the 5, and the 2 is change again for the man in defense. Now with the 2 he go to defense for the 4. Now the 4 is in the position for the elbow. If the 2 is there here, we have to control for the vision peripheral vision to control for the ball. Now we know there's a in this situation is not much for just we need to improve this to hand for the time on the offense for the teams. This defense is particularly used for the where 4 is not a good perimeter shooter, because it's the 4 in the elbow zone. If it not have the good shooting, we must take for the our short guy to go to the close for this big guy. But if this guy he have good perimeter, good shooting in this situation, like in the zone for the elbow throw, or if on the strategy offensive he come to the pop out, I sure we change for this situation. Perhaps in many team we have this the big guy is this X3 sometimes is he have this is the big guy in defense, and in this situation we must close in the different rotation. Is the same moments we're going to stay here, well, because it's the X4 go to the 5, and if this guy he go to shooter, we must give to the many time to close to impede for the receive the ball. I think so is a strat for the 3/4 to close, to cut in the line, you don't receive in the ball. And sometimes I suppose we change on the 3 and the 2. The 2 is come to the for the split time to improve and to maintain for the key on the zone, and the 3 come for the 4. But this is a situation for the rotation, because we need to know who is the player we have in the team. We need to know who is the quality in the other team you have in the offense team. We continue now about for the side pick and roll, but now the ball is in the 2 again, and we must close it. So we talk in the last slide. This is the same situation, and X4 he go to the 5, and 2 he come to the 2, and if the 3 is wheel splits for the in the 3 we have to stay for the key for the defense for the 4. If the 4 is the cutting for the zone, we have the 3 to close it in the 4. At if the cut is cut for the zone, for the point zone, and to give to the some situation, and if the 2 is come to pass for the 1, and 1 is come to the driver to open the situation, and to improve for the in the offense for the in the 2 players in this side, like and now we have the many situation, and the X4 go to the close for the 5, and the 2 X2 to close for the 4. But the X3 will stay for in the 2 keep to defend for the 4, and the 2 X2 to move for defend for the 3. This we talk about from the in the last slide. Some there's the possibility to defend in the perimeter again. I want to having to the guard defend in the post area, because it's the 4 is a good shooter. We have difficult to close it, because it's this the big high. You have some strategy and the shooting. This is another example. If we defend it for the 4 out and the 1 in, the ball is the 1, and where is the ball screen in the set on the other players are the perimeter. If the screen is not a good shooter, this is now we know for this situations, because it's is important to have before for the scouting for the many teams we play again. And now we know this. If the scrimmage is not a good shooter defender, which is switch, and the X1, this is sprint for the top for the 5. But these situations, we need to stop, like this example, the X1, to sprint to stop for the 5, getting loud post position. Sometimes we need to know where we use for this situation in rotation. And if the next one come to the for the 5, we have to help for the X4 and X3 in the line for the split, in the split lines, to control for the 4 and the 3. If the one is come to the help for the 5, we must switch for the 5 and the 1. Now we have the X2 in the control, in the same for the split line. This is zone for the side zone of the ball, and the help zone for the in defense. Now we talk about to continue for continuation for the rotation. We talk about for the is very good danger if we have the X1 in the 5 for the situation of the mismatch. And if the ball is stay in the 5, we have the big guy is the 5 X5 to close for the 1. But now, if the 1 he pass to the for the 5 in the position for the low post, if they want to move for the driver in the basket, we have difficult to 1 to close for the 1. But we have if we know this the one he use to pass or the combine for the 5, because it's he know, and the X1 is the short guy, and we in the offense we go to the takes for the advantage in the offense. But now, if we don't go this is a good moment in the offense, we change again, and the 5 is a control for the 1. If the 1 is start for the pass, we change. The 5 come to the point and zone, and the 2 go to the 1. The X3 in the split line come to the 2, but in the inside for the perimeter, and the 1 go to the out for the point and zone, and the 4 it come for the 3. This situation is the in the rotation we control in the 2 times. No give the strong opportunity for the 5 to use for the mismatch, and we close again if the ball is come to the inside to cross for the pass, for the skip pass for the 3 and the 4, because it's if the 3 and the 4 is the good shooting, or like 2. Now we know for the situation in the offense. In this side we have the 3 players, and this side we have just the 2 players. We divide the team in the offense. It divided for the zone in the offense, but we need to reaction in defense for this situation, not give this good opportunity for the 5 to use for the mismatch, and we change in the rotation for this situation. X2 in the 1-1, X5 to come to for the 5, and the 1 is sprint for the 4 to control for who is the ball now. The ball is here to master control, because is not to give the line to 4 in the receive the ball. Is the 4 is the same situation, but use every time for the periapted vision. This is situations if we gonna see in the sometimes we must to control now for the basket. For example, the one, if you don't pass for the one, if the one is not passed for the 5, is a return for the ball for the 2, we must continue in defense. The 2 is closer for the 1, we stay in this situation for the 3, he come for the 3, 4 come to his, and the 5 he come to this situation. But this, the ball is entered for this, and we close. Or we give for the next different situation. The 1 is the pass for the 2, we close for the 2, but in the x1 is the 4, we start for rotation. Maybe this 3 is stay here, is come to the 3, and the 4 come to 3 is the one for this. Or we start in different situation. The ball is come to the 2, the 3 go, the x3 go to the 3, the 4 stay with the 1 for the 5, and the 1 come to the 4, and 2 stay for the 1. This is this different situation for the this is example. And we show now about some the other diagrams to improve then, because we need to sharing for the another diagram or the of defense, and some the videos. Yes. Okay. That's no. That's yeah. On the first now. Yes. We use now for this is there's a different diagram, but we need to improve this. This is the first situation we talk about for the over defense. We have this example. If the scream is start for the in the middle of a zone, we use for the over. We use the over defense because we know the play 1 is a good perimeter shooter. We take in defense for to use for the over defense, and the 5 is come for the middle. We have this situation. The x1 it come to the close for the 1 to use for the over defense. We have the x5 in the position flat, in the flat position to control if with the 1 is come to the use for the crossover to come for the middle of the zone, but is go to the for the use in the forcing for the screen for the 5, and the x5 it come to use for defense in the over defense, and we have the x5 in the flat position to control for the rotation for the roll for the 5 in the go to the zone. But now we have on this situation for the screen in the low post. We have in the 3 it goes as this example for this attack, and the 3 it comes to the low post and use it for the screen for the 4. And we come to continue to talk about in defense, x5 to control for the screen, and the x3 to go to use for the over to close for the 5. This is situation if the 1 is a pass for the 3, and we show this. This is the 1 that pass to 3, we have the 1 to go to the help, and this is the different situation, and we don't have this mismatch situation, and the 3 is closed for the under for the 3 to control for the basket, and we have this x5 and in split line zone, and the x5 and the x4 is the same, and we have to x2 to come to the point zone to give the good position in the seg position to control for the 2. We know that there's a help zone in the like the ball is in the side zone in the offense. And now we have again for the another example with we have for the to lateral screen, and then but we can use is the same situation, but use on the in the middle zone, in middle zone to use for the screen. So the big guy is the 5 come, and the 1 is the same. He come to the over to close for the 1. Now we have again for the X5 in the situation for the flat to control for the to the for the 5 if in the roll for the come for the Python zone. We have in the 3, in the 4, in the position for the low post, and we have to control for the 2. If the 2 is come to open for the line, because sometimes we know is the good shooting guard or the pointer guard, he pass very good in the use for the rotation on the pass for the left and for the half the hands, or the is different situation for the pass, or can use for the lobby pass for the 2, for the open, for the zone, for the shooting. But we need to control, and the must stay in the position for the middle. And this situation is the same, because is the 5 we come to the middle to use for the screen in the middle zone, and the 2 he come to use for the same situation for the over defense. And now we have in the 1 X1 in the seg position, and the 4 is the same, and the 5 is the same again in the flat position. And now we will show about for the some videos to use for the indifference moment for the use for the over defense. This is the first situation in the over. We need to see it's come for the screen. We know, so we use for this example is the same now to use in the over, and the 5 will come to the flat. You're gonna say that this is the position for the 5. It comes to the flat, in the flat position to control this the shooting if we pass for the dribble. We know is the defense. It's come to the hover, but sometimes you have the timing. You can use to the timing. But we have these other guys is the control for the help zone, and this player is control for this line for the line of the pass to control for in the position for the sag position, and this big guy in the flat position to control for the dribbling. Is refused to give for the line, and we have to return for the offense. Now it starts again for the pick and roll. It's the same situation. He come to in the middle zone to improve for the offense pick and roll. He come again for the over situation, and we have again for the other players in the flat position to control the ball and not give to the space to the go for the basket for the layup or 1 by 1, or sometimes to use for the kick for the shot on the players in the perimeter. And now we have some of this situation used for the handoff, and you can use again for this meme situation for the over to close, and we have this guy the control. This is important play in defense to use for this switch on the flat. If the ball is passing for the first defense, it come to help and to close the ball. And now we start in the rotation. We have this player in the side position to control for this guy in the perimeter. If the pass, he come again to control for the play in the perimeter zone. Come again to shoot and the close, and now we close down. This is a situation in the split line for the zone. The ball is here in the corner. We have 2-on-2 now, but the guy if he come to the middle zone, or suppose this the first in the middle zone to come for the help in this penetration. Or if this guy come to the first position for defense we have in the rotation or for the first in the split line, and this comes again for the middle zone. This other situation in the return the ball, we have the play in the perimeter. You can use again for the over. Now we have the same situation for the flat zone and the two players in split line to control for the help zone. Now this is the other situation, but we start in the defense to close for the middle in the middle zone for the in the quarters to give the strong position and the strong defense. We need to reaction and they give more short situation for the use for the mind in the attack for the point guard. We need to close and to control and decide when we use this in this situation and to divide it of the zone before and use for the screen in the perimeter. We control for the ball to give the more situation in the strong defense, and we start in the over defense to control again for the ball. And now we understand it's the same situation to go. Now is we have used for the handoff now, and the first defense is our this X1 guy. In this situation, he come to use for the under. He gonna pass for the unders, and the second screen he used for the over. You can use for the over, and we have the high post to control in the split line to use for in the situation for the flat. Is in the position the flat to control for this big guy, and we have some rotation. I believe we can start in the rotation. This guy come to the middle. This guy gets the control for this guy, but is in the point and zone because is the ball it pass for line of free throw. This is the same situation, and now is in the side pick and roll. We may continue for the use for the over defense because this is a good shooter and is good perimeter shooter. Now is a different situation, and this player is a very good shooter in the perimeter. We have one is the closer for the man-to-man, and the team he come to start for the double screen. And the double screen in the perimeter we have and the first screen and the first defense he come to take for in the flat position, and the one he was the control for the one in the use for the over defense. But now is this last screen we have in the defense, and to use for the body check to control and to return for the driver is come to for the other line, or is go to the use for the curling dribbling for go to the basket. Is we control now, and we continue to share now about this another situation in defense. We use now for some example for the under defense. And under defense, if we don't have the good shooting, but if you have the good scouting before, we control for the other team. We know about for the learn for the other team. Who is the potential players? Who is the quality players you have in the other team? And we know the first opponent is the point guard, like this in this situation is not a good perimeter shooter. We use for the under, And now you control is the same situation for the flat and the x5 for the control for the 5, and we have the x2 to control for the in middle situation for the line, and we have x4 and the 3 to control for the in the position in the sag position, but to control for the split line. And the same situation we have, and sometimes we have and oh, and the teams you have for the good perimeter player. He learn for the defense. Sometimes you can use for the to put for dribbling and the back for the situation, and use for the sorry, in the use for the screen, and he use for the screen and the crossover is the situation. In this situation is often common to several players who, after acting to the screen, forcing and the pass for the screen. According for the coach Messina, the strategy he used to be used for the most effective mass to rotation. If the to x1 he start and he start for the use for the under defense, but is the player he come before for the user screen, he come stay in parallel for the left, and use for the rotation. He can use for the curl backs to control for the player. But in this situation, this player is really learning for the x1 to use, or they have the tendency to close for the and the under is come to use for the to crossover to come to continue for this situation. And one he come again to the in the over, because there's a in the zone he have a space to go for the over. But some situations is according for the coach Messina is used for this strategy to be used for the most effective for the mass rotation for the attack. And this situation, the offense player one makes for the fake, and you can leaning for the x1 come for the under, and go to again for the center of the area, and return again for the switch for the repick. You can use for the after you come to the ball, use for the repick, and the must continue for the driver in the middle zone. This other situation we have to control again is this example. If this one is not good shooting perimeter shooter, we take for the x2 to go and start for defense in the under. But now we have for the x1 in the split zone, and we have this x3 to control for the in the sag position, and the x1 to control for the in the side ball, because it's the cut for the line, or you control for the if the two you use for the back door to go for the basket. And the x5 is the flat position, and the two you come to the for the over. And we use again for the Sherman. Just a moment, please. We can show again for this situation, and sometimes it comes to the stop, and these moments, Jay, you're gonna sharing then to share. Look, this we share this in this situation, in the use for the scream in the under, and come to the for the close, and then to use for the under, but it's fake to use for the crossover to come to the midline. Okay, and we can use again to the some situation for the video. Yeah. And this is there's another situation for the under defense. Now we can use for this, you can say it come to the under to control. But this is situation we have to use to give for the different moments. Use for the under in the first scream. And now situation it come to the again for the use for the repeat. Use to defense for the over, because it's a is not possible to give from some spaces if maybe we know this is not a good shoot perimeter, but sometimes it's try to shooting on this situation and come to the over, but we have to control for the big guy in the plate zone. Now we have is the same. This in this situation, we know, everybody know is the screen is the too much on for the perimeter, is not a danger for the in the offense. We must pass for the under. You can face it's pass to the under, and you must control for the ball. When is this is moment we and situation we talk about for the coach Messina is used for the strategy. If we're going to say, if the screen is come and it come to the to move for the one left, and the rotation in the and the rotation to use for the car to close for the player. But now this player, I suppose I believe it learn for this moment for this player. He learn for this he come to use for the 100, and he's come to come again for the use for the driver in the middle zone. Is again and come to again for the under. This is some situation we have to the in the position for the flat is not good shooting in perimeter. You pass, player is gonna pass for the under. We talk now about for the hard show. Is not the similar for the over, but we compare about in different situation, and we need to improve to control for the players in the for over, but we use for the help for the big guys in defense zone. And this for example, we start for the sideline to pass on the ball, and is the forwards come to the one situation in rotation for the offense, in the camp for this situation for the offense horns. This is the same. This X1 it come to use for the over defense, and we have the good help for the X4. The helpful is come to the hard show and the back for the same player. And the two it control for the, if the two is come to the elbow position, and the three is come to the open for the same line, because it's the ball in the side for this line. Is the three is come to is open for the one line for the shooting. We have the three to control for this and the cut this line. And I always say it's the same situations. If you use for the to control for the fall, it's come to the inside. We have to the reaction. We have to the reaction for the fall is come to close for the fall. X4 to go to the for the fall, and we have this situation is the similar situation, but we use for the screen for the 5 and X1, and the X1 it come again for the over, and we have the 5 to close, to use for the help and back again. And this situation, you continue for in this offense, and the one is have the opportunity to give for the help ball, because there's in the rotation of defense, I believe is the 3 it come before to close in the split line, is not open for the line for the 5, he take the ball for the 1. This is some example we have in the art show, and we continue for the in this situation is the example for the horns offense. In the half for the 4 you can use for the close for the X1, but we use for the hover defense, and we have the play a help play for the X4, and it come to the rotation again to the for the use for the use for the repick on the offense. We have the 5, and we use for the over defense, and the 5 it come to the help. This is example we need to use for this presentation, and to control for the all this position, because we know in the defense we start, if we start for the closer in the man-to-man in the player, we have another 4 is working together. We offer in the team. This is a moment of teamwork to close, and to give is the best situation and strategy in defense. Now we go to say to Washington for the some example for the hard show defense. It's come to the help and go back. It's the same. Come to the help, go back. And while we see this is a situation we have, we talk about in diagram. We have to say it's come to the over, and we have the help for this big guy. And this situation we control for the in the side ball, and is the 3 is come to the open for the perimeter zone. We have the control and the good position for the cut for this line. It's come to help. It's come in, and the reaction again for close in the Python zone. But now is go to the reverse the ball, and the use is another pick and roll. You can say another screen, and now we have in this situation. This is a you go to the this high in the high zone is the in the perimeter. You go to the help and recover again. But we have this. We have this is the timing to help and back again to close for the player. Is just in few seconds. This is the 3 is not come to exactly this moment, and the big guy he come to take the ball. I suppose the guy he come before in the split line to control, and sometimes you can use for the bump to close for this big guy. In some different moments, he comes to the help again. This is some situation we have is the big guy in the elbow ball, and they can use for the screen in the out of perimeter. We start again for the use for the hard show. The big guys come to help and back again for the Python zone. And now we have is come to too much to control for the line, and the ball is here. And now I think so it's come to come to the for the basket to use for this moment. And these situations sometimes we can use for the jumping. We must control for the ball, and the some situation in can if the players can use from the many fakes for in the line. You can say that, and now yeah, is a hero to jumping on this moment. You must control for the ball, and sometimes we need to take this guy, this player in the to control and in the parable in the vision, because it's in the under of the basket, and we must save for the to control in the rebound if this player he start for the shot. The same situation, the hard show and back again. But now we have this situation. If the opponent, this offense player, he come is break from the some situation is lost in the control for the ball, and this is a good moment to come for the trap, the control for the ball. Now is in transition. The team is in transition offense. We start now. He's come to the screen again. In the side screen, he come and we can use for the under rotation again. Now use for the pass and use for the handoff. Now in this situation, we have two moments. This is the first moment. He come to the help, and now this is method. This is situation. The big guy is come to the help in the outside for perimeter. The master, this guy, he come to careful and quickly to use for this situation and close this player. And we show now. You see this? He have many space. If they start for the shooting, I suppose that we now have the time to the close. And he's not shooter, but he passed the ball for the big guy. And we have many space now to close that. And if we don't have the time to close in the over, we use for the under. And we close again. But the second screen, he can use for the repeat. We come to the over because this guy for the player then. And now we use for the trap. This is situation for the trap. We control for the trap again, folks, and we have some the many situation to go for the basket. This is control for the trap again. We're gonna show that. You're gonna show again. Just come to the trap again. And many situations come again to shoot it, man. This closing. Some situation, and we have to use for this rotation because it's the big guy come to the switch and they come to in the middle. Now it's situation for the rotation. This is situation for rotation. Come to the start then. This is our situation for the closing then, because this is some example to sharing the for today, and we can use for the moments to sharing this. We work search for the FIBA WBC YouTube and the team of Fenerbahce, Alba team, Real Madrid, Mozambique national team, and Angola national team. Thank you very much.
How about defending one player who's good on the dribble and on the shooting, but also the player who's setting the pick is also a good shooter and good dribbler? How do you defend that?
It's my opinion. I can use for the over defense, because we don't use for the over defense just for the good perimeter shooter, but is the same for the dribble good in the offense. I suppose that you can use for the over defense, and sometimes if we learn for the other teams and the potential of players, I believe, to try to defense for the trap.
Great. Here's another one. What if perimeter defender come to help at split line, and his or her opponent is a good shooter, and a skip pass is made to that shooter? Don't you see it will be difficult to close out?
For the we use for the split line, yes.
Yes, and his opponent is a good shooter, and there is a skip pass made to that shooter. How do we defend the closeout?
Okay. We know for the split line is the key of many defense. We must stay on split line to control for the perhaps some situation in the courts, and we need to take for the good vision. But if we have in the, like for example in the corner or the 2 quarters for the courts, I believe to stay there's the players in the split line, but it's not too much in the line to close for the position of seg position. If we have to the skip pass for the other side, we must have the time for the reaction for the players, and many situations in the offense many team use for the driving for the middle zone, and the use for the kick. And this situation is different because if we don't have the good defense in the ball, I suppose that the play in the offense, you have the good advantage, and we must try and the teachings for the strong defense in the 1-by-1, and we have in the side help to come for the split line, but to control and the situation if we have the kick, or just start for the skip pass. We don't come exactly for the middle of split line, but in the position of seg, because is important to have the time for the reaction.
Thank you, Coach. Well, we don't have much more questions. Some people are asking if they can get this material that we covered today, and I believe they will receive it via the email, or maybe the link, and they can just, they will receive it by email. FIBA Africa staff will organize that. Okay, well, we have no more question, and we are bit late, so thank you, Coach Nalito, for this presentation.
Thank you so much.
And I mean, we look forward to have you another time for another clinic. Thank you. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you so much. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
to everyone.